to manifest wisely. I'm going to go ahead and get a little energy read today. Try not to have the whole deck in reverse. If you've watched my channel, you've seen me do that plenty of times. But here I don't do reversals, so, and I do not really do a lot of sign-specific stuff, although I will call out the signs. So if you are into astrology, please do stick around. But no, I do not necessarily do weekly sign readings, okay? It's just wherever the energy is being called. Alrighty. Let's see the first card, the Six of Wands, celebrating. Who are you going to be celebrating with? Somebody's also holding a rose and a necklace, okay? There may be some piece of jewelry or something that is significant to you, or something that you have that makes you feel celebrated, okay? This could be also in reference to a celebrant, since this is like an ankh, and I think priests have ankhs and stuff like that, so you could perhaps be giving a gift to a celebrant, okay? Or even be the celebrant, okay? So say like once you arrive, you're going to be the one speaking, okay? And that could be why you're in this exalted position, okay? The Lovers card, Gemini. So I feel like collective right now, you feel very light on your feet, okay? You're not really interested in speaking too deeply about problems, but you're also not sugarcoating things. And that is in part why you're enjoying the moment here as well with the Lovers, okay? You can see they're holding this snake here. It's kind of like, yes, we understand, but we have it like under control, okay? And isn't that always the famous line in the movie, like, you know, the Jurassic Park type thing, like, don't worry, it's under control, it's double triple security, right? And then all of a sudden, you know, they wouldn't have a movie without it, right? So I feel like there is some unspoken energy right now, and maybe that is part of why I'm getting the song Wanting and Waiting. Yeah, whatever somebody thought they were celebrating you for left you feeling wanting and waiting for more, okay? That is one of the newer Black Crow songs, by the way, so if you're into that. The Page of Pentacles, okay? So somebody has a message for you, perhaps regarding this partnership, okay? I'm not so sure though that it's like, you know, I don't think it's a message from this person here that you're in the center position with, okay? The Seven of Cups, yeah. You're definitely going to have some options here coming forward, collective. Maybe that's part of this unspoken thing. It's like you're only able to do the surface level, okay? And that's why, you know, it's kind of looking like this page, okay? Which requires a lot of work. And then in the outcome here, then it's like, okay, well, what kind of work do I really want to be focusing on right now? Do I really want to be giving my time to this, or should I be doing that? Okay? Because as you know, collective time is very precious. Okay? The snakes here as well. So somebody perhaps in this interaction could have not been wanting to face facts of the situation. Yeah. I know that's kind of not the best interpretation of the Lover's card, but that's the energy that I'm getting, you guys, okay? So I'm not here to like give you a false reading. But where you started at, it's very much like you're definitely on your way, um, where that's going to allow you to kind of re-experience things, okay? But there's an energy that wants to pull you back as well, okay? And wants you to mirror with them what they have experienced, okay? But in the outcome, again, it's like, well, we may have done this before and it was fun, but that doesn't mean that I want to stick around, right? So that's kind of part of the choice that you may have to make, right? Okay, so let's get some clarity on the Six of Wands, please. The King of Pentacles, you could be dealing with a King of Pentacles, or you could be this King of Pentacles of Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Remember, Gemini is here also, so you could have Gemini in your chart or this person too. The Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so collective, I feel like you kind of had to decide what was better off for you in the long run. And part of that was not being so, how shall I say, cavalier, okay? Like you take things a little bit more seriously, okay? And that's kind of where this King of Pentacles is here with the Two of Pentacles. And it's like, and maybe for some of you, a King of Pentacles could have been asking you to make a decision and you were like, well, I don't know, because that's not kind of my lifestyle. You know what I mean? It could be going either way. And I'm not trying to say that that's good or bad. 10 of Wands, yeah, see, 10 of Wands, to clarify the Lover's card, like that's not exactly the best combination. And that's part of the energy that I was getting here. Okay, so it's kind of like, well, yeah, we can continue this, but now what burdens do we have to face? Okay, and are we going to face them together? Or is it going to be like put upon one person? And we all know when that happens, then that's the one-sided relationship that everybody hates, right? And then it's like, what am I doing here? Okay. So collective, you may have been more this King of Pentacles energy saying, look, we're going to do this together. You know what I mean? We're kind of going to play off each other here, or, we're not. And I feel like this person kind of decided not, in a way. Okay. But they want to like relive the, good times. Okay. You're like, I don't know if we're on the right timeline right now for that. 10 of Cups. Wow. Talk about some competing energy. So, I feel like somebody's almost saying, yes, I can carry this, but, that doesn't mean they want to. Okay. What they do want, though, is, some kind of happy ending with you. Okay. But whether or not they're willing to do that work, that's kind of, I think, why this looking forward, it's just a page. It's, just somewhere that neither of you have been before because you haven't progressed, right? So, like if you're not in communication with this person or whatever, it's like, well, you have to go somewhere from zero. And in some cases it might be negative, right? One of my readings the other day was very focused on releasing negative energy. So that is part of the new moon as well. Okay, so the way you're looking at this collective, I feel like you're very hopeful of your situation. It's just people that are trying to come back in, and it's like, well, there's that old song, where were you when I needed you? And it's like, if that person was so closed off, then it's like, well, why do I believe that they would change now? Okay, so that's what I mean in the negative. It's like, then, it's like the burden is on that party, okay, not on you, because they've already proven and demonstrated that they were not up to the task at the moment. Okay. Yeah, the 10 of Swords. So for some of you collective, you're like, yeah, I'm definitely not trying this again. I'm, not going to put myself through the communication cycles, the karmic cycles. 10 of Swords. It's like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But this, it's like, fool me 10 times. Like, no, that's, you're out of your mind. Okay. So you can take that somewhere else. Okay. I don't, you know, at that point, another page is going to come along, right? Isn't that what they say? Another one comes along. Okay. Option City. Four of Pentacles. Okay. Some of you are hanging on to something that's very expired. Okay. It may be making progress, but it is not, it's not exactly moving at the speed. And I feel like that's part of why the Seven of Cups is here, because it's like, okay, are you going to continue working on this, or are you going to, refocus your time and energy into some of these other things that could benefit from your attention? Okay. And part of that is listening to, the kind of experiences that you need to be focusing on. Okay. The Ace of Swords. Okay, yeah, I feel like it's going to be very clear to you, especially when some of these people come back in and they really, some of you may end up talking to these people, right? And then they end up just saying the same old thing, doing the same old thing, behaving the same old way. And it's like, yeah, I spun my wheels here once before and I'm not going to do that again. Okay. So for some of you, you're definitely moving on to the next option. All right. And when I say plethora, I mean plethora. Okay. Some of you are going to be very surprised. But that's where it's going to rebalance, okay, away from this 10 of Wands and more into this 10 of Cups, because it's like it's here, okay? It's just not quite showing up the way, that you wanted, and that's because there might be some people in your energy that you kind of need to remove, okay? The Ace of Wands, okay, wow. So I feel like once you clear this stuff out and refocus on some of these other options that you have, collective, it's going to really provide you with some kind of get up and go that you kind of didn't necessarily think you had or thought you had to have when you're in this partnership. So this could be something that you're kind of in now, okay, is what I'm getting from that. But you started off very positively with the Six of Wands. And the thing is with the celebrant too, I mean, for some of you, this could have been something where you thought you were like really going to be partnering up with this person. And then it was like, oh, I see. They never want to make a decision and they have put everything on me. I get it. Okay. So you're like, I don't want that, right? And then, when they come around and it's like, well, you haven't really changed because you haven't really let go of this and that, right? And it's just everything's a struggle. You know what I mean? And it's like, is it worth it, or do we just wait for, maybe the Page of Swords will come around. We can chit chat about it, right? But you're gonna get the truth either way with the Ace of Swords here. Okay? And truth being told, you possess a lot of freedom, a lot of zip, you know what I mean? Kind of a lot of pep in your step here on your own. And there you go. Yeah, Queen of Wands on the bottom. I've been drawing a lot of Sagittarius and Leo some Aries lately, and I actually drew the Queen of Wands like maybe 2 readings ago, which I, am she's one that I probably draw the least, so it's very interesting that's been coming out. So that may be something to think about manifesting as this new moon approaches, okay? What type of spirit you want to be embodying, okay? Let's see here. And I may be taking a break from readings, you guys, like a little spring break. So if you need some other readings, I have many that I would consider timeless. All right, I do have some sign readings out there. Please do go check out under the videos tab and the community, or the live tab. Okay, the community tab has my posts, but the live tab has all the previous live videos, okay? Just like this one, okay? Hold your vision, fixed moon. Okay, yeah, so what are you going to be manifesting this new moon? You know, the vision that we started out with of the Six of Wands, okay, and part of why you're so focused in that direction, okay? Because you're not forgetting, kind of the stability that you're looking for, or either the stability that you can provide, right? Yeah, and somebody maybe just kind of wanted to fiddle fart around, like made you want to choose something, and it's like, no, actually, I'm already doing my thing. Like you don't get it. Like I'm here, And if you can't figure that out, then this isn't the life for you, right? Then obviously you're barking up the wrong tree. So the fact that this energy is coming back around is very interesting, right? Because again, it's like, well, the last time you didn't want it, so why are you back, right? So there is there's a lot of channels out there that talk about the term hoovering, okay, after discard. All right, nothing is yet set in stone. I'm not saying that that's what this is. I'm just saying it is a possibility that I am picking up on, okay? And maybe part of the way or the why that you decided that, well, that's not quite for me, right? So, moving on. Turning the page, right? So yeah, regardless of kind of how it's turning out, the page has already been turned, right? Like, we can flip book it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like at any time. Presto changeo. There we go. Done. How about now? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, ooh. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Yeah. So if there's some kind of guilt, shame, anything that's causing you to be in this fearful sort of energy collective, it's time to kind of say, you know what, that's part of my human experience, and it's something that I've learned from and was able to grow from, okay? And that could be part of why you have the Seven of Cups, where it's like, okay, you've been giving your attention over here for a little while. Maybe it's time to work on this because you have skills and experience in that area. Okay. It's not, some kind of like diss on what you've been doing previously. It's like, it's just like a job change, right? Part of that could be part of this fear as well. I mean, that can be very kind of unsettling for people when they have to encounter new coworkers and develop new networks, okay? And there's a lot of choices and opportunities in that, like a Seven of Cups as well. And it's like, well, I'm not exactly sure. It's like, or is this, you know, is this person going to snake me? Is this person just spying on me and tell the boss? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's all sorts of things like that that can happen. There's people that end up flirting with each other at work as well. So, you know, you could end up meeting somebody kind of there and like unexpectedly, and you're like, well, I didn't really plan on that, you know, like, personally, like I've worked at, you know, places before where I made it kind of a policy not to go out with coworkers or people that I like worked pretty closely with, because it's like that would be really, because if it doesn't turn out, it's like you still have to come to work, you know what I mean? Prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. Okay. So Taurus will be happening shortly after Aries season, after we finish up Pisces, which we are currently in. So for some of you, this abundance that you've been working on here with the King of Pentacles is going to start manifesting. Yeah. And again, that's part of why some people are going to find you kind of attractive, okay? But some of that, it's going to go both ways. It's going to be like people will think that they should give to, or you should give to them. And then also you're going to be like maybe uncomfortable with having enough to be able to give, that you're kind of holding on, okay? But I mean, you might be holding on for good reason, because what did Bozo or whoever this is, you know, do the last time? And it's like, well, yeah, this sounds like a really great business idea, but you're not the person that I would choose to be at the helm if I had my choice, right? Like, just because it's a good business idea doesn't mean that you get to run it. All right, because I've seen what you can do, right? And that could be part of this kind of like, well, I'm just gonna maybe sit this one out, right? And again, that could be this like, look, you don't even need to be bothering with this in the first place, right? You need to be working on something else. And I feel like you're going to start to be guided to do that and working through your fears about it, okay? For some of you, this could be content that you're creating, okay? In various forms, all right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please like or subscribe to the channel. And until next time, manifest wisely. Bye.